If you have not yet downloaded your free human design chart, you can do that at whitneycopeland.com/chart. If you have a G-center authority, also known as self-projected authority, then you are by default a projector. You are one of the 20% of those who are extremely wise, extremely helpful, extremely organized, and can help direct the energies of others. So when it comes to your authority, this is all about being true to yourself. And being true to yourself means having a really strong self-concept in the first place, knowing who you are, what you value, what your strengths are. You're very good at seeing this in other people, but it can sometimes be challenging for yourself. Self-concept is so important because you want to be making decisions based on the vision that you have for yourself. Who is the next version of yourself? Who are you becoming? That is the identity you want to tap into when you're making decisions. So I'm going to share with you a 3-step process for making aligned decisions as a self-projected projector. Step number 1, when you are presented with a decision, is to tune into yourself for your inner knowing. So you might close your eyes, tune into your body, listen for that quiet whisper. Is this right for me or is this wrong for me? Is it a yes or is it a no? If you're not getting a clear answer, the helpful tip is have a conversation with somebody. You want to get your voice out there. You want to be able to hear yourself speak in order to flesh out what's going on in your head. This is super helpful in the sense that you don't have to do it actually with a person. You can do this on your own. If you're at home and there's nobody around to have a conversation with, or even if you're, out at the park, wherever feels good to you, pull out your phone and record your voice. You can record a voice note, you can record yourself on video and play it back. This is how you're going to find clarity, by listening. What are the statements that I am saying? What is the tone that I'm saying? You can also do this by journaling and then reading it back to yourself. The whole point is you want to hear yourself speak out loud in order to find clarity with your thoughts. And the final step is, once you have your answer, you feel clear about an answer, tune into your body and make sure that it feels right. That's what it really comes down to for you. And it's going to be a little bit different for everybody. There's no perfect description of how it's going to feel for you. So I would recommend that when you do get to that place where you do have a clear answer and you feel really good about it, make sure you're taking note of it. Like, kind of savor it for a moment, get used to how that feels so that you can easily check in with yourself in the future when you're making decisions. A few things to keep in mind is that the people around you might not always trust your decisions because you have your own way of tuning in and going by instinct. So just keep in mind that the people outside of you don't need to know, and it doesn't have to make sense to them. It only has to make sense to you. The other part of this is taking up space. When you want to have a conversation with somebody and it's all about you, it's all about your decision, that can feel a little selfish, like you're not being reciprocal in the conversation. But please know the right person who hopefully you're selecting, like a really close friend or someone in your family, they're going to allow you to take up that space. And if you find you feel pressured or rushed in the conversation, go out and find a different person to talk to. When you're really clear on who you are and what you want and the vision that you're going after, and you follow this step by step in order to make your decisions, you will be creating a life of alignment, living as a self-projected projector.